Okay, sweet. So turn that on, and we are together. I think. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, big truck man. All right. So, I already have a like. Nice. Way to go, me. All right. So, let's go look for a better rate. Okay, so that's looking like it's growing. Yeah, let's go look at velocity graphs for these. That's not really doing anything. That's really not really doing anything either. Okay, well, a lot of these are really not moving like that. All right, so I am currently in Stephenville. Do I actually have anybody? Am I talking to anyone? There we go. Okay. Okay, I see lightning from those storms. That means it's probably trying to ramp up. It may not be spinning yet, but it means it's got some life left in it. So if we go down to Hico, Hamilton area, we can get a good look at it from the south side. Draw out my maps there. We might be able to get a good look at it on the way too. Okay, so I want to go here. So let's just route it to Hamilton. Get through. Beautiful. All right. Well, the risks are not exactly lining up like we want them to actually. Hold on. Let's start recording so that I have a copy of this. There we go. Beautiful. All right. And we are good. Let me close unnecessary apps because golly, they are prolific. All right. We are good. We are golden. Let's get rolling. It rhymes. Ay, vey. Okay, so it wants me to draw the other side, which I let's hold this way. Okay, so very, very low quality for the stream right now. That is definitely going to be because I don't have a whole lot of data out here. That being said, I'm going to see if I can find maybe some higher points, get some good data, and my goal is to try and get good vantage points where I can just sit and watch for as long as I can. So I'm looking for a good vantage point, watch the storms, and not only that, but a good vantage point with good internet. That's my whole goal. That was the storm that collapsed on top of Stephenville. It was looking good, and then it just kind of started falling apart. So that's what's left of it. Oh, okay, and this storm looks like it's starting to produce some hail, which might be kind of nice. We'll see. Uh, I'm losing a lot of faith in tornado development today, especially in this area. But there's a ton of instability in the atmosphere. We've got a lot of tape. I'm seeing excess cape in like the 3,000 range mixing out today. Right now, we're in about a 2,500, 2,000 cape area. Uh, I think 3 to 5 kilometers of the atmosphere. So I don't know. Book it south so we can make it in front of the storm without getting caught in it. It's just fun to look at in the meantime. First bits of rain are really starting to get just south of us. Wow, just look at that. That is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Hopefully we get south before that storm that hit the big one in the center of the radar. It's too far to the east. All over the road making this I'm so sorry, I'm going to speed ahead of you. So they are making nervous. I am so, so sorry. Yeah, it'll get a little bit of rain. That's fine. All right. We'll show that in the background. That's not it. It's not. Yeah, the rain. Start falling to the point. Oh, I'm in the rain. Nice. Enough of that. Let's get on to cooler things. Road in front of us. Road ahead. And again, we're on stable connection. Service is so splotchy. We'll see. It's going to require some rotation, which I've only seen a little bit of get going. Hey, if we already have a little bit going at like 2 earlier today, by the time we hit 4 to 7 p.m., which is kind of our big prime Please. Oh my gracious. Guys, it's not that difficult. There we go. There we go. There we go. Heck yeah. Okay, so back, we're good. All right. Here's the sitch. Here's the deets. We're going to go into our radar. So we've got a severe weather, severe thunderstorm warning because of 1 inch indicated radar hail, as you can see by the pink. However, this storm right here, I really want this to actually be a hook. We are in the town of Hamilton, right here, right here, right here. We are just south of that, which means that over facing south, which means that over there is the storm on the bottom right of the screen, which is okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You know, it's doing its thing. It's trying, but it's not quite good enough. So we have two options basically, because that's on the edge of all the other storm stuff. Let me turn the car off. Stop shaking. Here we go. We have two options. We can either go in for this cool big boy over here. No, actually, sorry, I'm taking that option away. That's not an option. So either forward. I'm not sure how far around I can turn on this side. Oh, this is the side I can turn over there. Okay, so either we go way back over yonder for the storm in the top right, which I'm not sure that's what that is, but it's whatever. Or we dive south through the severe thunderstorm warned storm. Severe thunderstorm warned storm. No, you know what? Forget that. I don't care. That radar has to be off. That is hooking around. We're going to wait for that other storm. We're going to wait for that other storm to do its thing. So let's see. Let's get a very good picture of where we're actually at right now. Oh, I'm not in Hamilton. I'm in Hico. And with the way the road is facing, it ought to be like off that way. Would be where that storm is. However, there's a freaking tree. So this is not a good spotting point. Okay, let's see. Where is that? The rotation is kind of over the town of Comanche. Okay, so the rotation's over the town of Comanche. And I'm in the town of Go. So, man, there are just no good radars to look at this one thing. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely curling up and hooking on the bottom there. And there's lightning, which means it's getting stronger. So I'm a big fan of that storm. So just south of Hico, which means it will actually be more that way. Storm ought to actually be Okay, I mean, it's still not showing rotation, but I only have the one look at it from the singular radar. Try looking a little further up in the storm because it's pretty close. We'll get a higher tilt. Yeah, it's got a little rotation on the bottom. I'd very much like to have a good look at it. So we also run into another problem for going for that storm, right? So the other problem that I'm running into is that, oh, this one has hail. Nice. The roads. So there's a road from Hamilton that goes up, but there's like nothing in between them. So if I go down to Hamilton and come up to this, it's not gonna flow well. Let me see what this one looks like from the National Weather Service. Right. The composite one. Okay. Okay. That's got a little something on it. Oh, that's got a nice looking hook to it. Oh, I am serious. Okay. How far away is that? Just out of curiosity, how far away is, we'll call it this area. We'll call it McGregor. It's an hour away. So here, through storm. Yeah, it's about an hour away. Okay, let's look at the trajectory of this storm right here. Okay, that's really going the. I have no idea what the heck that was about. That's going pretty straight towards Stephenville. I think if I skirt over Edna Hill area, I just don't want to go somewhere where I'm not going to have data. That's the problem. Wonderful. There's two alerts there. All right. Well, I'm still not in a bad spot just to kind of sit and wait. Really not in a terrible, terrible spot to just sit and wait. And is there really hail on that storm? Yeah, there's a little bit, but I think I would be fine. And then just for kicks and giggles, is there anything else that's going on around here that matters? What is this? What is that one? An alert. Red flag warning. Oh, that's for, yeah. No, that's fine. That's for like fire. Okay, so what's going on around Lubbock? What is all this about? Because the cool thing about what's going on in Lubbock is that's more towards like the dry line. That's initiating on the boundary basically, which is exactly what we want. Man, I just don't know. Hmm. What? Why are you that? It's got this club shape to it. No, forget. I can't. I cannot not look at that. We're gonna go down to Hamilton and then over to Gusting. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go to Gusting. It's 33 minutes away. We will be totally fine. All right. Decisions have been made. You know what? I believe in the power of prayer. God, let me know. What should we do? All right. We came to see tornadoes, right? We came to see tornadoes. That was the purpose. Tornadoes in Ham. Things will be more likely to develop more severe further west we go. So we're going to go for the westerly storm because it puts us in a place where if things continue to develop more westerly, which is better, we will get a chance to see them. Blast south. And we're going to take a turn. So sorry about the data. And the smoothness of the camera. I would so much rather just go. There we go. Rolling, trucking, going, doing our thing. Yeah. Woo. Oh, what? What the heck? The north side of that storm looks crazy. I didn't even notice that. What in the world? My radar, did that just develop or did my radar like change locations or something? Now I've just missed it, I guess. It was there the whole time. It's developed a little bit, but it's there the whole time. Oh, exit. There it is. There's a light that marks it. That's That's um, really easy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on now. We're on our way. You see those clouds jetting up before us? That should be our storm. That's where we're in Dublin, Texas. Your average Texas town is named after something. Prestige Road. Just barely make out the rain. All right, either it's wide open, flat, middle of nowhere, the data is going to be amazing, or the data is going to be terrible. Or it'll be mediocre. I know I just said literally every possibility, but fun road. Well, on the bright side, Mom, I will be safe. All of the roads that would follow the storm don't exist. So all I have left to do is, I don't know, go south and away from it. We're gonna like directly into it. I'm definitely not gonna do that. Unless it's like actually safe. No hail, there's no tornado. I'm not putting myself in the path of a tornado. You know. All right, how's the decision I made? I canceled the spirit. No, they didn't. No, no. So far till continues. Eyes the wake of potential thunderstorm initiation along the east/west dry line. Low at least into early evening, if not beyond. However, where convective temperature, however, where convective temperatures are being reached, deepened mixing. Despite weak Cape, at least some further intensification could be. That is just the most indecipherable weather statement. Whoever is at the National Weather Service right now, I need you to get your act together. The messages you're sending out